Shalom. Before I begin, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rachakwadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who are teaching 100% truth of the Holy Scriptures. Shalom to the elect, and shalom to the brothers that are pushing the word of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai in truth and sincerity. And this lesson is going to be entitled, Not Ignorant to Satan's Devices. Right, and it's going to be a fairly quick one, because you had this whistleblower that he released names of these ICE agents, right? And I just thought to myself, like, oh, look at this. It's a psyop, man. You know, you got these people that are, calling for violence and uprising, right? And this shit is coming from all different angles, right? Because I got some other things too, right? I was hearing, if I'm not mistaken, it was Alex Jones, but he was talking about, oh, it's some Russian hackers and this and that, or the Russian hackers, you know his voice. But I guess it was, it is what it is. We understand that it's all psychological operations. If it didn't want, if the elites didn't want it to be known, it wouldn't have got known, right? But with this, reminds me of Project Pogo and Project Cypher. And these are things that, get brought up a lot, right? And Salakia, right? I meant Project Pogo is basically you got the people that are given information, these insiders, right? And it's they put out the information given to them by whomever, right? The Mossad or wherever they get in there from up top, right? And then also it's them cataloging who reads it or who reposts it, who engages with it. And then Project Cypher is the ultimate, them acting on that list means you getting took out, right? So that's where that goes, man. And this is all just getting compiling, that list, right, as emotions get drawn out, right? And I'm not going to go into the specifics of each one of these, right? But it's just that spirit of insurrection is being brought out to act upon these things. Because you look up on the comments and it says, oh, we're gonna be visiting and this and that, right? We're gonna be doing this and that. And you even got these witches that are on the left hand side gonna put spells and do all this shit, right? So it got everybody in the uproar. Okay. And there's also this, they call it nastiest angles, right? Just to add on to the list, where it's basically, they're basically saying if you come up in my house, it's a trend, a TikTok trend, that if you come up in my house, the nastiest angle is like where they hide, and they could just blast at who's ever trying to break in. Okay. So again, this is just more that spirit of insurrection, right? And I'm gonna start with this. This is Second Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of Satan's devices, right? We have been instructed by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai to just kick back and watch the madness unfold. We're not supposed to be in these streets protesting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shit gets, we get mad, right? That's this flesh, seeing our people go through the things, right? That Esau Edom, the puts them to all of the harm and stuff. But you see, Yahushai, it's not our turn yet until, that time that Esau truly goes after, right? Because they're going to get prosecuted. They're going to get prosecuted for going against uh the government and stuff, right? When we get persecuted, it's gonna be for righteousness' sake. Let me see. Here, St. Matthew chapter 5 and verse 10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Right? So that's the reason why we're going to be persecuted for speaking up against um, the wickedness of this world, calling out the bullshit, the hypocrisy of these people. Blessed, verse 11, blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. And that's the point. So these people are going to be Jake, and just this world is going to be persecuted for trying to, because that's what it is. They're trying to uphold this democracy, that facade of everybody is here to freedom and shit like that, which is all fake. We are standing up for true freedom, a true we want a theocracy where the rules of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai are truly kept, right? Our constitution is the Bible, right? Our president, you could say, is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. That's what we're standing up for. Okay. And let me see. So there was that one. Oh yeah, I'll get this guy. Right, because Alex Jones spoke about this guy. He said, I couldn't find the thing. I just looked it up on the internet real fast. It says a TikTok user in China is calling on Americans to prepare for civil war by building a database of homes displaying American flags, labeling these residents the enemy. He also tells Americans that homes with American flags should be the best places to procure weapons from. And this is a quote from this Moabite here. It says, if the same private households still have the American flag in front of their house, that means these people are supporting the American system. They are your enemy, and they will be your enemy when the revolution starts. Right? So you got, like I said, it was from all angles, right? So now you have this Chi-Com, right? And that's a term I be watching Alex Jones a lot, the Chi-Coms, right? The Chinese Communist Party. This guy right here, right? He's egging on these Americans. That's funny, man, right? He's instigating this right. So that's one angle, and then you got the true, the ones that bleed red, white, and blue, whether they're on the Republican or Democrat side, okay, the homosexuals and the ones that want to turn your kids into furries, right? It's revolution. It's talks of insurrection everywhere, man. So it's coming from all angles, like I said, right? And this is Second Esdras, chapter 16 and verse 70. It says, "There shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai." Right, just like Apostle Har says, it's going to be Jacob's trouble, but then, it's going to be Esau's trouble and Moab's trouble. It's going to be Babylon's trouble. And the whole world's trouble, man. Right, because it's going to be a worldwide thing. Insurrections, meaning uprisings against, you could say, the government. And the fuel is getting, they're adding fuel to the fire, right? More people are getting shot. More killings are going to lead to more killings, and then you got this shit like that, nastiest angles, and people are going to, FBI going to be up at your door, and, you said this on this platform on this day, right? What do you have to say for yourself? And it's going to get to the point to where, the civil war is going to start. And that's what the Chicom said. He said, you gotta eat the poor, but first you gotta identify. No, sorry, you gotta eat the rich or some shit like that. But before you eat the rich, you need weapons or something. I'm telling you, he was egging them on, man. The dude played this guy's video. So the street I live in consists of a retired Navy SEAL. So you see. So yeah, I mean, hey man, this place is falling, man. And we love to see it. It says, verse 71, it says, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Right? So, we're going to be on that red list. Those that, believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and worship Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That watch the videos. Because, I mean, they know they tracking everything, man. You can't escape this beast system. But you could say that, you don't want no part of it. You can't go out and live off the grid and, I got my solar powered panels and, you know what I'm saying? Got my rainwater and hell nah. Esau will Maduro your motherfucking ass, hit you with some laser microwave weapons. I'm gonna end off with this. This is Romans chapter 12 and verse 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So again, we as Hebrew Israelites, we're not supposed to be in the spirit of trying to take down the government. You see, we're in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, which is, just keep your head down, pray, fast, study, right? Work on yourself. But that's not to say that, you're not supposed, because again, these people that push the, insurrections and shit like that, these preppers, right? They say everything but spiritual matters. They never say, they basically say get right with God because you're probably gonna die. But as far as that, you see, because we're of life, you know what I'm saying? So we're not supposed to. Yahushua said, "Be angry." Sorry, he said, "Be wise as serpents and harmless as doves." We're not supposed to be out here, leading the revolution to overthrow Babylon in order for, a new constitution to be written or whatever. Second Amendment and all. And First Amendment. Amen. Hell no. All right, we're looking for the kingdom to come, which is the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. We'll close up by giving honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rachak Wadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Shalom.